Is it going? Is it though? All right. Hello, welcome to Live in the Prop Shop, episode 43. I think we're back. This is kind of a long time coming. A lot's changed. The prop shop, as you can see, is completely different. Um, there's gonna be lots of ums and ahs because we haven't done this in a while, in a really long time. So it's a little weird. Wow, we already got the craziest like. That's awesome. So today, if you can tell, based on the upside down perspective that you guys can see, we're gonna be working on the Mark One Ironman armor. Now, I've been working on the Mark One Ironman armor for about 2 years now. It's been an idea since November 2016. I started working on it January 2017. So the Ironman armor has been an idea for a really long time. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna try to do. We're gonna see if we can keep working on it. The camera quality on this video is not great. Try to clean it off. I don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna help us at all. But this is gonna be really. Sorry. So this is gonna be really weird. It's gonna be a really weird video. I just wanted to make it because it's been a really long time since we did a live in the prop shop. I know most people are out doing the alcohol thing, but we did the prop shop Saturdays almost every week for a really long time, and I was really kind of proud of how long we were able to make the prop shop go. Um, I love doing it. I'm still busy making costumes and props and armor and bits like that. As you can tell, there's a new prop shop. We're in a completely new area. We are in Vermilion, South Dakota, not in the good old West River, Kennebec, South Dakota. If you somehow make it past these first like 5 minutes, you should applaud yourself. Like, wow, crazy, good job. Yeah. So we're going to be working on the Iron Man armor. We're going to see how far we get. I know a lot of people are doing St. Patrick's Day, but we'll have to see. It's been too long since we had the prop shop, so we're gonna try to bring it back. So this is like the faceplate so far. It's flat. It's gonna get rounded, and then we have these bad boys right here. These two halves. This is the front half, right? This is the front half. Sorry. This is the front half. I'm trying to remember where the top and the bottom is. This is the bottom. This is the top. So that is sort of our dome, and we're gonna see. Want to see how that works. I say we, but I have taken apart and put this helmet back together so many times. I ended up just duct taping parts of the helmet. So this is the dome part. Dome is two parts because I kind of still want it to like flip up like it does in the movie. Probably won't happen in the end product. And then this is the back part. This is just the simplest part ever. It's literally just this. It's got little etched corners and it goes around like that on the back. Front part, slightly more complicated because we had to cut it and glue it back together a few times. That's the front part. It's the faceplate. It's the mouth and the eyes. Stuff like that. I really like the raised eyes that this armor has. It's really cool. It's gonna look really creepy if you can see my eyes like this. So something I've had planned since like the very beginning is to do this black mesh behind the eyes. So you can't quite see them, you can sort of see them. So it looks dark. That's kind of what we're going for. So we're gonna have a black kind of mesh sort of thing going on behind the eyes. We're gonna see how well that works out. I still don't know if it's gonna work or not. So there's that. That's what we've been working on for weeks. For weeks. Ever since I started this armor, and like the armor is really close to being done. Like this is the whole torso part is like put together. We need to cut it down a little bit. I've got Velcro pieces and little these little guys right here. These little attachers, and they can go to the shoulders. They go to the upper leg pieces. I can totally wear this armor. It doesn't look the best. There's still a lot of shaping and stuff we need to do, but I can totally wear this armor. That's the cool part, right? So we can completely wear it. So that's awesome. And we need to still make the helmet. And I knew that was honestly, once I started, because I just didn't know how to make a helmet. I knew that was going to be the last thing I made, and it is. Except for all the weird bits and bobs that are on the back part of the armor. The whole, well, there's a fan and there's whatever electrical stuff. So like all those pieces on the back part are also not made. But the helmet is pretty much just going to be more likely the last thing. Sorry, it's late. I wanted to start this at 9 o'clock, but we started it way later than I wanted to. That just happens sometimes. So the front part's totally done. For construction, completely done. So let's get to making stuff. These, I had to cut off the sides, so that means these little guys are not as tilted as I want them to be. So we're going to go ahead and measure out where we want these to be. And we got to see, so if it's like that, if that's it. All right. So we're going to do right there to right there, about a ½ inch above. Sure. There we go. About a ½ inch above on each side. About a ½ inch above. We'll see how a ½ inch above looks here on the prop shop. We're gonna see how it looks. Just about a ½ inch above. Where, see, like, then I don't come to the prop shop in days, and I lose track of all my tools. So ½ inch above from that corner to this corner. All right, that's about right. You see the difference? You see the very tiny intrinsical difference there on each side? Let's do it on this side. But it's that little difference that was going to bother me to the end of my days. And there it is, perfect. Believe it or not, that is perfect. That's exactly how I want it to look. Oh, it's not what we do. We need to sand it up. So we're going to sand these pieces, but we're going to start sanding everything when we get to the rest of the stuff to sand. So we have this awesome front part of the helmet. So that actually, so I'm going to get a big F, get a little itty bitty F, just to know that's the front, this is the back. This is going to get a slightly bigger B, if you can tell. If you can tell at all, that's what it is. So F and B. That's B for bottom, this is T for top. I know, I've got a bunch of random markings that don't make a lot of sense. So we need to sand this side down so they fit together more flush. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to get our sander up here. The way the sander works, it's going to be a little weird, but that's okay. So, unlike how we normally do it with the sander, pretty simple stuff. And we get this box. And this is our safety. This is cooking with gas. We need this guy. All right. And then we get a sand thing, which means we need the bright light that kind of hurts everybody's eyes. And then use this guy. And then, because it is 9:50 Saturday night, we are going to start a belt sander in our bottom floor apartment. Not only bothering our neighbors to whatever of us, in front of us technically, and our neighbors above us, because I just don't care. It's called cosplay. It trumps your sleep. Tomorrow's a Sunday anyways. Doesn't matter. And that's it. That's seriously it. That's it, man. That's all I'm doing. All right, sweet. So That is all the sanding we need to do. Honestly, I like doing the sanding. That's right. We can do more noisy stuff. We can. We have our shop vac to pick up our sanding particles. We can start that up to be a little more noisy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, the shop vac. It's so weird. It feels so weird. I have a great funny story about the shop vac, but not today. Not today. Really bummed. Really bummed. I know the audience was going to die out because I need a mouse pad. There's a little bit of foam out of work. Yeah, there it is. Pow, pow. On to the next one. So we have our back made, right? Boom, perfect. We already say that it's got the most perfect things in the world. Wow, awesome. It's slightly rounded. It'll get there. It'll get there. Next up, this awesome face mask. Boom, it's rounded. So we want to test and see how the helmet fits. All right. So instead of taking our time to carefully glue everything together, we're going to haphazardly sort of duct tape everything together so we can get the helmet ready. So now that it's in just these two pieces and these two pieces, we're going to go see how it fits. Really, I feel like we're just going to end up making this one piece. Even though they're kind of weird and they're kind of funky, we're probably going to end up making it one piece in the long haul. That's how it's going to be. That's a fact. Seriously. That's a fact. So, duct tape, man's best friend. It took way too much. We actually are really trying to conserve our duct tape because we use a lot of it. We use a lot of it doing the same thing over and over, and that's putting this helmet together. So we do one little guy like this, and then we're going to go all the way around so we meet it up like that. So it's fun. Takes a while, but it's fun. I have duct taped this helmet, just this helmet together, like, I don't want to say a bunch of times, like 5 times we've duct taped this helmet together to try to see how well it fits. So we're just gonna be real subtle with the duct tape here. I really want it to look nice. We do duct tape on the inside and the outside just to make sure. That way it looks better. It's not because it looks. It's that way it holds itself together a little bit better. So it's not going to be seamless. So it's not going to actually feel exactly how the finished product is going to feel. But pass. That's basically how the helmet's going to look. It looks a little tight right now. I know. We'll get there. This is the back part. Back part needs to go about like this. And honestly, kind of the back part is just the most troublesome, stupid thing in the world, is to try to get it to fit right. There we go. Look at that. Kind of roll it up like so. It's a little technique, is you roll it past its limits, so that way when it unrolls, it's a little better. All right, so just like the helmets, we're going to do one at each side and then one in the middle, with staying on the middle. Staying on the middle part the longest. And we're gonna see just how well we can get everything to look as we try to make this look somewhat like a helmet and somewhat like how it will hopefully turn out one of these days. I'm gonna put duct tape on the inside and duct tape on the inside. We need a little bit more duct tape to get it completely where we want it to be. So that's like kind of the back part of the helmet, right? We're getting there. We're getting to the faceplate. I promise. It's probably the coup de grace of this whole scenario. Awesome. So that's back part. Now, you have back part of the helmet made. Now the faceplate. Let's get this faceplate built. So the faceplate is going to go like this. It's not going to peak as hard as I want it to in the middle. So we're going to kind of roll it, not as hard as the other one. All right? Because it's going to peak really hard in the middle. This faceplate is, and I know it is, because the middle is the weakest point, because we had to double up on foam in the back in order to make it stay. So it's going to be weak, but that's kind of par for the course. So it'd be like that sometimes. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to start the front faceplate here. See if we can get it It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. See, it fell off again. Son of a gun. That really sucks. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it one of these days. It's gonna be like a whatever, close enough, pretty much. We need slightly more duct tape. We need more surface area attachment stuff here. There we go. All right, so that's looking awesome. Now we need to put some duct tape on the other side of it, because that's just kind of how the duct tape's supposed to go. And this is all as a test, a very loose test. I mean loose in like the loosest, most untested, terrible way. We kind of want to line it up here with the middle seam of the helmet. Yeah, that's about right. We want the middle seam about in the middle of the eyes. Like, it's the middle seam. It's going to be the middle of the face. It's going to be in between the eyes where the nose is. No nose on this Iron Man helmet. No nose on any Iron Man helmet. Fun fact. Nobody knows why Iron Man has no nose. All right. And honestly, if this taped together, if this is the last tape together I ever have to see, fudge. I knew that was going to happen. Fudge. All right. We'll have to see. We'll have to see about this. Yeah, so this happened kind of last time too. I don't know where this ½ inch got away from me, but it's short. This helmet is short a ½ inch on this side for some reason. Like, it's not right. It's not right at all. Really bothers me because I don't know how to fix it. So that's sort of how the helmet's supposed to go together. We'll try it on. We'll see how it looks. So this is, that's it. That's the Iron Man helmet. Now, it looks wrong, number one, because you can't really tell the details. Like, it looks cool like this. Yeah, that looks awesome. Once I put it on, and maybe it's because you can see my eyes. I don't know. But it looks bad. It looks really bad. I think it looks just terrible. Like, it is, this top part looks really bulky once I put it on, right? And then this face shield part, it doesn't quite look right. It just doesn't fit right. I don't know why. So that's the trouble I've had with this helmet for like over a week. And I kind of just want to say, screw it, glue it all together, and then see how it fits. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to glue it all together and see how the helmet works, because the tape doesn't quite, work. And it's like, it gives us this sort of rough notion of how the helmet's supposed to go, but it's too annoying. It's wicked annoying. I really hate putting this stupid helmet together. It's getting on my nerves. It's getting on my nerves. And I think we also built it wrong this time too, honestly. I want to say we built it wrong so bad. Oh, Steve, I don't know if you're like watching this right now or somebody else is, or if Steve just popped in. If you're on, dude, let me know. Like, I'll end this. I'll go play Team Fortress 2 or something, dude. I'm just bored. Sorry, whoever's watching this isn't Steve. And it's just like, wow, way to hate on your own live stream. Like, I know. These live streams used to be like, I'm not gonna lie, these live streams, they used to be a lot better. But then I stopped doing them for months and months and months and months. And just because every time there was a Saturday, I was too busy. Like this Saturday, for no reason in particular, I said, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. We'll start at 9:30 or whatever. And it didn't start until 9:50. Now it's 10 o'clock. And now I understand why people aren't watching. Or maybe this is the prime time to start watching, really. Because, it's late. Maybe other areas where the time zone's different. It's only 9 or 8 o'clock or whatever. That's pretty nice. So yeah, this is like the massive duct tape. This is just the amount of duct tape I've spent taping and putting this helmet together just to see how it fits. And every single time I've tried it, I've realized what needs fixing and what is just wrong. And I still don't like the helmet, like each time. I really don't. Apparently that is the bottom. That's so weird. I'm gonna see if the bottom. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. No, that's not the bottom. That's the top. Yeah. That's dumb. That's big dumb. That's my bad. 100% it's supposed to fit like that, not like that. 100%. We need to get the sander out again. We got to get the old sander out again and try it. Yeah, because that time it actually fits up. Sup, nerd? Oh, it's Devin. Devin's the one who's watching. Of course, it's Devin. What's up, anime? Anime's for the losers. Or weeb. I honestly, this is a story that's only going to be in this live stream. I went to, I don't know how to say it. I did a cosplay makeup test. Lots of people do makeup tests. It's not manly to do it, but I wanted to see if I could do a Tequila Joseph like makeup test, and I got really close. Like it looked pretty good. Like honestly, had the real red cheeks, the defined. Besides the fact I don't have. Oh man, sad. That sad face. Besides the fact that I do not have the killer jawbone that Joseph has, and what else am I missing? Oh yeah, I'm missing like the extra 100 pounds of muscle mass, lean, super lean muscle mass that Joseph Joestar has. But besides that, we were super close to getting a really good. Like, I want to see if I can find the picture of it because it's pretty close to how Tequila Joseph looked, and I really liked how it looked. I thought it was great. Because like one weekend for a convention, I just want to be like Joseph Joestar, Tequila Joseph, Old Man Joseph, just like for an entire weekend, just be this like evolution of Joseph Joestar. Obviously, we're in talks on like my little brother be Joseph Joestar, maybe Old Man Joseph, like Battle Tendency, Stardust Crusaders, and then my other brother be really old man from part 4. What's it called? Unbreakable. Diamond is Unbreakable. DUI. Diamond is Unbreakable. DIU. Yeah. Way to hurt a guy's feelings. Was there a young Joseph before he got swole? Is that in the manga or something? I don't remember. I always remember him wearing the like 1940s clothes, you know, like, dude, yeah, totally. The con totally ages you. Like that is so true. The con ages you so bad. That's true though. Like, because by the end of the con, you're feeling like you're Old Man Joseph, dude. Seriously, it's crazy. So that's the bottom, but that's definitely the top. I messed this up a really long time ago. Gotta make that. I'm gonna make that a T. Yeah, 100%. That would be awesome. And like, it'd be really cool to have like a little baby to carry, you know? He's still pretty swole in part 2. Just saying. In Battle Tendency, pretty muscular. Not like huge swole, but like pretty muscular in part 2. Like look at this. Yeah. No, like that's nothing on the Joestars. The Joestar family genetics are off the charts. Insane. Look at Jonathan. He's just a big unit, you know? And he almost like won early on just by being a sizable unit, you know, like just saying. Like, hey, Jonathan, he's a big dude. These new guys, this Jotaro, Kujo, and all these other guys, they're just not as muscular, you know? Not Jotaro Kujo. What's this guy's name? Jotaro is the cool guy who likes dolphins, who's Matthew Mercer in the dub. Jotaro Kujo. Yeah. I can't think of his name. He's the dude with the dumb hair, you know, like, you insulted my hair? That guy. He's JoJo. I can't remember his name, but he's like just slimmer. And like it looks like as the parts go on, everyone gets slimmer, like for the Joestars. Like it looks like, well, obviously Jonin's not a huge buff woman, you know. So like, can you imagine a woman the size of Jonathan Joestar? That'd be awesome. But seriously, yeah. I feel really dumb that I labeled the clear top part of this helmet as the bottom part, and that makes me feel super stupid. And now I'm putting the bottom part of this top part there. Yeah, Jotaro. So it is Jotaro? Is it actually? I'm still curious. I'm trying to get this helmet to line up. And I feel like starting from the middle is the smarter way, or maybe starting from this side. Because in order for this helmet to get where I want it to be, it's going to be a while. It's seriously, it. So I think I need to cut at an angle first. I need to cut at an angle because it's not going to line up the way I want it to on this side. Like they're two different sizes. That's just true because that's how it fits on my head when I tape it together. It's slightly two off different sizes. Now the helmet, it does not have to line up perfectly, which is awesome with the Mark 1 Iron Man armor, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. That's what I love about it. Oh no, I got contact cement. I got it. I got a good jar right here. But like I'm just worried about how the size of the helmet is gonna work. That's what I'm still trying to figure out. Like I got the contact cement, hot glue wouldn't work. Hot glue is gonna work for adding like weld lines and how I want the weld lines to look once it's done. Like once everything is put together, like this seam it's okay that this is a seam, like a really bad, obvious looking seam, because that's gonna be a weld line later, which is really cool. There is no flooding. In Vermilion, there is like no flooding. There's a park that's flooded. There is like nothing, but like the streets are totally fine. I've been driving around all day. The streets are fine. Sioux Falls looks crazy. It looks like the falls themselves flooded quite a bit. I haven't been to Sioux Falls, but they still had their St. Patrick's Day parade today, so I guess it's not that bad. But no, like the flooding here isn't really affecting the city so much, but I know all the creeks and stuff like that are like really high. The park was flooded really badly yesterday. It's not so much anymore, like at all. I'm sorry, Nebraska's underwater. I heard it was worse in some areas. Honestly, when it rained like crazy, I was like, oh man. Then like at 3 a.m. or whatever, there's gonna be a flash flood warning. I was like, oh no, oh god, why? Like the flash flood. I was like, that would suck, especially because this is a bottom level apartment. I'm like, it's gonna come in through the windows or something, but no bad flooding here. Thank goodness. So I think I'm gonna try contact cementing this together. I'm gonna see how it looks, how it fits, and then I think we're just gonna go from there, because this is just a 4-piece helmet that I have been struggling to put together for weeks. So I feel like all our little cut here, cut there a little bit. So I'm gonna turn into part 2 Joseph really quick with the training mask here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to apply some glue. Woo! Here we go. This thing really, really muffles my voice, and it's really tough. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me. I kind of have to shout at it. So yeah, that's fun. This is fine. Everything is fine. Look at that. Look at that. Is that the top? That is the top. Hell yeah. Finally. Finally got it right. All right. Putting this helmet together with our sick part 2 Joseph Joestar training mask on. Wowee! Hello there, Batman. Every single time I put this on, I do a Bane impression. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. It's going to happen. I'm going to do the Bane impression. It's got to. It's just that's the way it is. All right. So the worst part is now we're just going to let that dry. And it's like, oh, I guess I'll let it dry now. Because there's nothing else to do except have a mask. Okay. Yeah, buddy. Having fun. I like it a lot. Yep. So we're making an Iron Man helmet. We're making the Iron Man Mark 1 helmet from the very first Iron Man movie. It is the armor
design that I've been in love with for years. When I saw the first Iron Man, I was like, boom, instantly. I love it. It's awesome. I was always a fan of the suit. Get that ham on. Crossfire Split Attack, or whatever it's called. Sunset Yellow, Orange, Purple, Ham on Overdrive. Haha, next you're gonna say, your face turns the color of orange juice. It's in my right pocket. What? Yeah. I just found out that part one is on Netflix. Like, part one is not the part that I would ever, like, rewatch. No offense to part one, it's good. But it's like, it's not like that good, you know? Like, part two, Stardust Crusaders, I kind of want to rewatch them, like, just because. I'm going through part four as it comes out, as it gets as it gets dubbed. Yeah, buddy. Apparently part like five or whatever, the one that's about gangsters, that one's like actually being made, and it's like it's subbed, but I ain't gonna be watching no subbed garbage. Get out of here, you.
weebs.
I took the mask off just to say that. I hope you oh, skip what? Skip part one? Is that what you're saying? Maybe. Man, I feel like you could too. Like, so like the only bad part is part one sets up Dio. Part two's got nothing to do with Dio. And then part three's like Dio. Dio's the bad guy. And you don't get that whole, oh, what? Dio came back? That's insane. Spoiler for anybody who's rewatching this for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. But like, that was pretty big. When I watched that, I was like, wow, dude, the guy from season one came back. I thought that was pretty crazy, from part one. But part two is definitely better. Like, I guess, so part one's like the foundation, right? Like, it sets up Dio, it sets up the Joestars, I guess. Like, I mean, obviously, any part has a Joestar. Well, not necessarily every part has a Joestar, actually. Some of them aren't Joestars. What? Yeah, I know. Technically, they're Joestars by blood, but not by name. It's kind of wacky. Is this yet? It's not ready yet. So, like, part one sets up Speedwagon, sets up sets up Hamon, right? It sets up Hamon, and then it sets up Dio. And part two uses Hamon, uses Speedwagon, doesn't use Dio at all. I don't think part two's villains ever resurface ever again. I'm pretty sure part two's villains just do nothing. It's just like, nope, Pillarmen, dead. Hate the Pillarmen. They suck. They suck toes. Let's just get past it. That's a pretty good one. I'm going to suck in air really quick.
Too bad I'm like really bad with spice. Like, honestly, if I had to eat anything spicy, like it could be mild noodles, and I would be like, oh man, my stomach's killing me. I don't handle spice. Oh, well,
okay. I had a pretty good whiff of that toxic air. That sounds awesome, though. I would love to do that. I would love to dub anime. They should let me be in charge of dubbing all anime, because it would turn into pretty fast America propaganda, like really fast, especially My Hero Academia. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, the Pillarmen were cool, but like they don't come back like ever. They don't do anything. It's like, we killed Venezuela, Pillarman, then we killed Cars, then we killed ACDC. We didn't kill Cars first. Then we killed Womu, then we killed ACDC, and then it's like Ultimate Cars. We Terminator, Anakin Skywalker, Lava Pit, that guy, and we never see him again. And then part three, it's like Dio's back. And then part four, it's like that's basically the villain of part four. It felt weird doing that. And for anybody who tuned in just to see me like lick my fingers or whatever, that is the villain in part four. And it's like that scene where Peter Parker's like eating the fries and he like licks his fingers. That's it, but with not his hand, with a different hand. That's the villain for part 4. And I don't know how I feel about that. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, the mask. I forgot about the masks. Yeah, the mask does. The mask does affect the tournament. I forgot about the mask. Yeah, so yeah. This is still not dry. Why is it not? Well, not dry. It's still not tacky. It's not there yet. Yeah. There needs to be. I honestly, these other parts sound really cool, but I still really like Hamon as like energy karate. I still think that's like really cool. And like stands are awesome. Stands, there's so much more creativity with stands. Like we were trying our butts off in part 2 to get Hamon to be as creative as it could be, and it kind of like was like it. And now that stands are a thing, it's like who cares about your stupid energy karate? All right, stands, stands. Like oh okay, I guess it's like shrug, like it doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm sorry, but like I'm still the reason people get stands are still so weird. And I want to see how it works in like part 5. Because part 4 is still the arrow thing, and the arrow thing is so it feels like the arrow is flimsy. And like it just feels like it's flawed somewhere in there. Why the arrow gives people stands. And I want to know why. So I'm really looking forward to finishing part 4 whenever they get all the dubbed episodes. Stands! Oh, okay. I wish if I could trade my normal speaking voice for Danny DeVito in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Like that's not even that's no contest at all. My family and my friends, they would hate it. But I would love every second of it. If I could speak like Danny DeVito, oh dude, take my money right now. It's always sunny in Syracuse Creek. Have you seen it's called it's like a bad version. It's bottle, like a beer bottle, like bottle tendency, and then it's like a duck, like quack quack. It's Star Duck Crusaders. That's funny. Those are really funny videos. You should watch with your chest. Oh, I think we can put this together now. Like it takes like it does. It takes this long, guys. It does. It's long. Dude, I hate that meme so much. It's so creepy. I had a nightmare about it. Like, I know it's not real, and I know the thing is dumb, but just all the people are like, oh, watch out for Momo or whatever. And then it shows up my feed. I'm like, God, dude, that's creepy. Get that out of here. It's weird. It's freaking me out. It's got weird features, face and eyes. Like it's seriously, it's creepy. I hate it so much. I had a nightmare. I
had a freaking nightmare that it was like standing in the hallway. Like it was like hello. I'm like, oh, it's creepy. I hate it.
That's probably my least favorite meme of 2019 so far. And it's probably going to be my least favorite meme of the year, just because of how much I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it so much.
Why do you say the most awkward things, Simeon? Why? I want to know why. Oh, did SNL really meme it? I watched the I'm getting some toxic fumes, but it's mostly dry now, so it's kind of safe. Ooh, that was dumb.
I watched the John Mulaney SNL, and I thought that was great. There was some really good stuff in there, just because I like John Mulaney. It must be the Idris Elba episode where they meet Momo. Yeah, SNL is pretty good at making things not funny though. They really excel at just like completely destroying things that used to be funny. So does PewDiePie in a way. Like he's kind of funny as I'm right. But like when it's like meme review, when it's on that, it kind of kills the joke, which sucks. All right, so I'm gonna try to line it up from the outside. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. Oh man. All right, that's it. This is it.
All right, this is like brain surgery. You got to get on it. You got to jump on this. You know what feels really dumb is that I cut it in half in the first place. That's the dumbest part. All right, now we got to get the seams connected. We got to get the seams connected. Oh, dude, 100% SNL's where things got to die. I've not seen this Love, Death, Robots thing. I think the show I'm watching right now is what is it called? Black Clover. Black Clover is really good. I'm enjoying the dub a lot because I'm never gonna watch any sub ever. But I'm really enjoying Black Clover. I like characters like that. I like the underdog style character. That's really cool. I really like that. I've not seen this Love, Death, Robot thing. If it's an anime, I'll check it out. If it's not an anime, it's like a maybe. It's like such solid maybe. But yeah, SNL is definitely where things go to die. So that's the helmet. Now that's all one piece. Awesome. Look at that. And we're 40 minutes in. Wow. Wow. I'm glad that it's just me, Devin, and Simeon who have literally nothing else to do on the day people celebrate St. Patrick's Day. They can't celebrate it on Sunday because then they'll be hungover before work. Pro tip. Hey, ain't that neat, right? So yeah. Always celebrating St. Patrick's Day the Saturday before. So now that we have this glued together, we can see there's kind of these weird little peaks. So we're going to sand those down. This side does not have any weird peaks, which is kind of cool. But you can definitely tell there's a really obvious peak thing on this side. The front part of the helmet is this side. It's got these two little eyebrows, sort of. Oh, cool. So is that sort of like, what is it? Black Mirror? That was, each episode is its own thing, right? Black Mirror? So right now we are making the Mark I Iron Man helmet. Yeah, I know. You couldn't tell by all the past whatever stuff. So this is the top dome part. The dome looks rough, and that's okay because it's an Iron Man helmet. This is the back part, which is going to be kind of the back brace for the helmet. And then this is the faceplate. The faceplate's the only part that looks like the helmet at all. Like, so I love this faceplate, and I just want the rest of the helmet to look good. Like, I just want the rest of the helmet to look good. So the faceplate can shine. That's been the most troubling thing, is getting this stupid dome to look the way I want it to, just because I made this, and I think this faceplate looks dope. I really genuinely think this is one of the greatest things I made, and it's 5 holes in like 4 pieces of foam, you know, like, and I just want this to work. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a professional craftsman. I just like making stuff, and I just want it to work. That's it. Seriously, it's killing me. The show sounds good though, Simeon. It sounds great. I might have to give it a watch. If it's animated, I'll watch almost anything animated. I'll watch everything's first episode for sure. So yeah. If I can get a qualification to Nats, I'll bring the Mark I Iron Man armored Nats. 3 WKOs down, and I'm getting snubbed by these Phoenix Nest losers and some guy from Omaha. So we'll get there. Probably not. Honestly, the Mark I is really bulky. Like, this is just the torso, and it's just ginormous. It's just so much to wear, and everybody's gonna have their HeroClix in the car. And I don't know if we're gonna be able to have a Suburban for Nationals. That's the problem, really. So like, Nationals is probably gonna be, if I can get FX makeup, I want to do EarthX Captain America without shaving my head and my eyebrows. If I can get makeup, that's totally infringement on getting makeup. So like, if we can do EarthX Cap, would be awesome. If not, Fancy Dan not Fancy Dan, that's the wrong one. Montana or Sheriff Steve. Sheriff Steve for sure. Sheriff Steve's really easy. The only bummer about Sheriff Steve is he doesn't have a cowboy hat on his sculpt. Yeah, just open Prime Vulture. I literally pulled the Ultra Chase and Daredevil, who I thought were just going to be totally unkillable. And they can die. Fun fact, Daredevil dies way easier than I thought he did. Way easier. I was like, what's the odds of you rolling a 6? So 1 crit hit later, it's like, so once you're down to that last 6 token, I'm terrified. I am completely terrified. He also never hit an attack in the first like 3 games, that Daredevil. Never hit a single attack. I was so mad. I was like, hypersonic up. I need a 7. You had an 18 defense. A 7 is an average roll. I've got 5 EarthX theme probs. I have Captain Marvel's theme prob. And can we get a 7, ladies and gentlemen? No, we cannot. Sometimes I was asking for like 9s, and I'm totally okay for missing those rolls. Sometimes I was asking a lot of Daredevil. Okay, so there you go. There's Simeon's experience, and that's basically it. He hasn't worked stupid good for me yet, though. He's only worked just bad, like just terribly. I also did misplay Captain Marvel in my first game, which might have been the 30 points between me making it and not making it to top 8 in that one, just because I didn't realize it was not KO'd, and I was like, oh, I guess the game's over, and I completely ruined it. And then he never died the rest of the day, to make it matter. I'm still mad because my own stupidity didn't let me use Captain Marvel's cool ability when I still had him, and then the rest of the day he never died, which sucked. The game against Ed was actually really close, but I realized that Captain Marvel, Daredevil, the Skull, and it was Fat Spider-Man, and then like someone else. They just don't have the killing power. They don't. Silver Sable, like most of the time, I couldn't mind control people with the Skull because they were either Sinister Syndicate, they had stealth, or it was like Black Bolt was another time, or they had like a bunch of rollouts. So I was really mad because I was like the Skull, Silver Sable, Ultra Chase, Captain Marvel. Like I thought this was like a sweet bomber team. Bro, it's so bad. Like that crit hit Quake is terrible. Like I said, once you're down to that very last 6 token, I'm terrified. I'm like, life is so fragile. Life is fragile and meaningless. Oh no, oh Lord. It's like, no, I got 1 left. Yeah, once you're down to that last 6, you start hoping that their dice abandon them. But no, it never works the way you want it to. The best part about these live streams, I normally do more talking than oh man, that's a pretty cool Colossus though. Oh, dude, I love it. Sorry guys, I'm responding to Facebook. I really hate doing this. I love it. That's awesome though. Somebody did like a Captain America cosplay where it's like the little thing, and it's like he's just like a normal dude, right? So he's like, this is what happens when the serum runs out. That's pretty funny. No. I'm probably going to go to Nats anyways. I just realized I had already said I was going to go to Origins, whether or not, because that's the last time me and Chris will be able to see each other before he leaves for the military. So like 100% though, for real, cosplay lineup for Origins, I want it to be Sheriff Steve Rogers, Kite Man, and something else. But I really want to do Kite Man. Kite Man is like really high on my list. Before he was a HeroClix, I really loved Kite Man because it was like just a few months before he was made. He was in the War of Jokes and Riddles story, and it's one of my all-time favorite Batman stories. So I'm not a Batman fan, but I really like Kite Man. I just saw him in memes in a comic book group, and I'm like, oh, this guy's awesome. And I finally spent the money for the book, and I'm like, Kite Man is my guy. So I really want to make Kite Man. I'm trying to figure out it's very simple. It's a very simple chest plate body armor. Then it's like green pants, a green shirt, green gloves, green boots that are slightly different tinted green, and like a belt, right? A helmet too. The hard part about Kite Man. That's why I want to do Kite Man, because you can put Kite Man on the team. So Captain America would be on. There's a very high chance of EarthX Captain America being on it, but that means I have to get a prosthetic or shave my head, and then have one of my nipples hanging out the entire day if I'm EarthX Cap. So boom, maybe EarthX Cap. That's a solid maybe. And it might just be a normal Captain America, really. But that's it. Yeah, you know what? My cosplay is going to be me as Namor, and then I'm going to dress up like this giant, just make a statue of a giant Giganto, and it's going to be me as Namor and Giganto. I'm just going to play whales instead. Sorry, Simeon. Imagining you in that weird texture thing Big Tony has just kind of made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. That's a little gross. Is Black Panther in July or June? Because it depends if that set comes out. if this new Lex Luthor, this Superman suit, hero Metropolis Lex Luthor, if he is good, if I can put him on a team and I can make him work, I'm gonna try to make him work. I've tried to make God of Apocalypse work for a really long time, and just never made God of Apocalypse work ever. If this new Lex Luthor, this Man of Steel Lex Luthor, if he's just either good and like literally anyone can make him work, sort of, like Unimind or whatever. I'm not saying that anyone can make those work, but those are really easy things to make work. It's not like trying to make, Captain Iron America work, because it just doesn't, If this Lex Luthor can be worked into the meta, there's a way to make him really, really good, I would like to make this Lex Luthor the Man of Steel suit Lex Luthor. I think it'd be really cool. It's a great look. But once again, it's a bald character, which really sucks because I have hair. There's a bunch of people who have beards or are bald in HeroClix, and I am neither, and it really sucks, Like Simeon right here. He should just be Wolverine. He should just shave a little bit. I think we're not going to do much like actually making cosplay. I think we're just going to talk about what people should cosplay if they go to Origins. Like, boom, Simeon could so easily be like wife beater, shave it, get the mutton chops, get some claws, and be Wolverine. Super easy. Devin's got Dr. Doom. You need to buy like a cape, like a really cool flowy cape, and that would be so sick. If they somehow make Dr. Doom, which they won't, in Black Panther and the Illuminati, that would be great. At least he did it for Secret Wars, though, where he was a big part of it. I really wanted to like make a Captain America. All right, we're gonna pause it really quick because, like, without using a flag at all, I could so easily have just like done this and dropped a strap and be Captain America. Like, I thought for a really long time of just wearing this to a couple of the pre-releases for Earth X. Like for Omaha, I really wanted to wear this, but it was cold, man, and it doesn't work. If you can do this, and you can have like a nipple hanging out, and you can do whatever as Captain America, right? And you can have the shield, but it won't look right when you got the hair. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, man. See, Simeon should so do Wolverine. Put Wolverine on the team. Just do it. If WWE is out and if WWE is legal by Nats, wow. Oh man, this is dangerous. This is dangerous territory. And like that's the thing though. As soon as you don't have it on, people are like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? So yeah. Yep. See, now I look like a completely different person, like from before, because you guys just have no idea. Where's this hat? Leave me be. All right. I don't have to wear it all the time. I choose to wear it when I want to. Oh, Devin, that is such a good idea. It kind of made me throw up. That's so gross. Oh, dude. Bizarro Calder would kind of look like Simeon with like a beard, except Simeon obviously. I'm not trying to say that just because we're doing the whole Nemesis thing. I just think it was kind of funny. Because Simeon sort of looks like Hacky Sack. Oh, dude. Like I couldn't do it. I really couldn't be vegan. Just like I know. I'm a rancher. I can't just be vegan. I would get disowned so fast. It's Bizarro Calder. Oh, that would be so funny. That would be funny though. I like that a lot. I would like wear like a hoodie. Wear a hoodie, have like some thick glasses, a beanie, not shave for a while, which still wouldn't even look like anything. Like you can't tell it. I haven't shaved in 3 days. And it's like, yeah, right? Like all these other HeroClix guys have these crazy beards, and I'm like, this is me, 3 days without a shave. Yeah, I know. It's not my genetics. So yeah, Bizarro Calder would be great. We should do that. Would be funny. This piece bothers me so much. I had to cut it off. I know once I cut it off, I'm gonna either be really mad. You know what we really should be, Simeon? We should be the Boss Hug Connection. I don't know if you're watching modern WWE, but it's Sasha Banks and Bayley. We should totally be the boss. I have to be Bayley though. You're more of a Sasha Banks person, I feel like. So yeah, I would do that all day long. I don't have the hair though. That's the rough part. I want David Colon to be on this because he was like really angry that the Boss Hug Connection won the Fastlane tag team titles or whatever. I just really like Bailey. I do not like Sasha Banks at all as a wrestler. I just really like Bailey. But like I was trying to say before, WWE, blah, 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 if WWE, if those hero, if wrestling clicks are, they're not going to be because they're late summer, right? They're going to be like an autumn release or something. But if they are somehow legal and Nats and Sting and Stingism, I'll do the Sting makeup 100%. If John Cena should really have some dumb, no way to target him, like at all. You should not be able to target John Cena unless you're. It should be a free action because he has to do this, right? So it's like free action when you're like a few squares away, block all line of fire to this character, and then like make a free close attack, you know, like because that's what he does, right? He does this, and he's like, oh, where'd he go? And then he boom hits him. So like for sure, the wrestling set should make Leap Climb the most valuable power in the world because they're always getting up on stuff, jumping off stuff. I want Leap Climb to be like a special on everybody. It's going to be Leap Climb. It's going to be a little white box that's like when this character does something and moves up an elevation or whatever, they can free attack from different elevations or whatever, you know, with Leap Climb. That'd be really cool. And move them one square or something like that, you know. I want it. I need it. So we're still, this Iron Man armor is going to take me years because hey, like this, like I try to get a video going and I completely derail the entire video. So yeah, it's also the reason I don't wear the hat in these is because I have to like put on the mask or I have to put on like a visor, you know. I have to have safety. Oh wow, what's that? Yeah, I know, safety. Crazy. Who'd have thunk this guy cared about safety? It wasn't until like I like caught my finger in the sander one time. And then we did HeroClix that same weekend. I don't know. I think it was Omaha. Not Omaha, but KC. Not this last one, but like the time before that. And like my finger started like bleeding, like the wound got reopened. And I was like, can we stop by like Walgreens or Walmart or something and get some Band-Aids? And dude, you could do Bray Wyatt though. You really should. You should. But I got some Band-Aids. And I was clear in the back seat. So they're like, oh, whatever, dude. We'll just go into Walmart or whatever and get them for you. And they got me these princess Band-Aids. And I was like, I don't care. I'll wear them. What was it? It was Ariel, Belle, and Rapunzel. Best three Disney princesses. You don't at me. Don't at me. Ariel, Rapunzel, Belle. Don't at me. Don't at me. Don't at me. If their name is Elsa or Anna, they're not a real Disney princess. They're a Pixar princess. Even if Tangled is a whatever property, I don't care. Tangled's awesome. I don't even think they're actually Pixar. I think it's just Disney or whatever. I really don't know what's Pixar and what's Disney anymore. They're kind of the same thing. But whatever. So that's cosplay in general. I really should cosplay someone on my Nats team. That's the ramblings, guys. I can ramble forever. I should have done this on my phone so I could call people in. Is there a way to do that on like that? I don't think there is on desktop. I think you can only also live stream with people on the phone. I think that's a really huge bummer, honestly. Yeah. Is it like this invite friends is just to invite friends to like watch it, right? Yeah, that's so dumb. I wish I could have the whole request to join on the desktop with my terrible desktop camera. That's the way it is. It is almost 11 o'clock at night, and people are watching this. Sorry, the thing's over here. Yeah, I can point at it there in real life, but on the screen it's there. So what we're going to do is we're going to run the sander one more time. There's not a lot of conversation going on. So I feel pretty confident running the sander without cutting anyone off, feeling bad. Run the sander. We're going to even up the entire edge of this, and we're going to try to put these pieces on. I swear, we're actually going to do something. We've been talking for like 20 minutes. Let's get the mask. So like, if there was a cowboy hat that I could wear and it would also like have this mask on at the same time, I would totally wear it. I wish there was. I think they do make this, but I think it's like a hard hat. That's a cowboy hat, and it's like a plastic hard hat style cowboy hat. I really want one of those. Hardcore Calder fans, sure. So I'll take it. No, I'll take it. I need as many fans as I can. This is like the slight tidbits you guys are going to see before the podcast. I want to, so the Dial H YouTube channel is up, and we're starting to upload to that again because I'm in charge. Just saying. And I really want to start doing live videos on there. And so I'm going to swing this by you guys. This is also getting rid of the cosplay train I was totally working on and totally defeats the purpose of this. We either end up talking about HeroClix or whatever happens, whoever jumps in this live stream anyways. So, you like how I fixed that cup? We're going to do a side tangent here. It was really cold. No, it wasn't. I was washing it with really warm water, like really hot water to wash it out. And then I poured water from my filter into the cup. And obviously the hot and cold react and they crack. And if it was glass, it would have just broke. Because it's plastic, it just had a crack. So I slapped some duct tape on there and it works like new. It doesn't even drip. Doesn't. Oh, this area over here is kind of wet, but like not that wet, so it's fine. So this is my idea. Because the podcast can go on for really long, depending on what me and Chris are talking about. Like, it can go on for very long. And it's mostly just, like, previews or, like, messing around stuff and yelling at each other. So because we kind of end up sometimes getting into rants, I want to make a show. Now, this is trademark, so no one can steal it. But it's, like, utterly, I'm trying to remember, what does it say? Completely perplexed and utterly outwitted is what I want to call it. And it's just a rant about things I'm mad at or don't understand, something like that. So it's completely perplexed and utterly outwitted. And that's the video. It's going to be like a 5-10 minute video where I just rant about something. And I want to get a good camera. Because I got a Howard the Duck, I got a Gwenpool poster. Like, why not, right? So, like, this is an okay-ish studio. We can move the camera up. It can be a white wall, just because I'm trying to show a little bit of the work area and how dirty it is. So that's my idea for a video. It's completely perplexed and utterly outwitted. Just like a rant video. That's it. So yeah, that's it. That's literally it. That's what I want to put on the YouTube channel. I kind of want to do live streams. I know 2 Clicks from KO is doing their YouTube channel now. I really want to start watching the show now that Aries Edge is on it. I've never really tuned into an Aries Edge live stream before. As much as I love doing live streams, I really don't watch them that often. And like David Colon and Aries Edge do live streams all the time. And like, this is not a knock against like Sneggles Gaming or whatever it's called, but I hate Twitch. I really hate Twitch so much. To log into Twitch just to watch someone else do something feels so weird. Like on Facebook, I'll drop in, I'll do it. So see, I'm glad you think it sounds interesting. But like I'm really bad at watching people's live streams. Like Twitch, I couldn't get it at all. Twitch is just not my cup of tea. I would like, why don't I just play my own video games? Why would I want to watch someone else? But YouTube, I will watch someone unbox anything on YouTube. I don't know why I don't do it live though. I like doing the live unboxings on my thing, just because I think Facebook's easier. Even if Twitch is a better thing, like Facebook, it's easy, it's whatever. Or YouTube, I like YouTube because you just throw it out there. Like if it's a review, if it's a commentary, whatever, just out there. As much as I love doing live streams, I don't like watching them, which is really weird. And I don't know. So yeah. So those are my ideas. Either that or they won't be YouTube videos and we'll just do them on the podcast. This is going to be an insanely full episode because we've been putting off Malcolm Rush's questions for weeks. And we forgot to do Eric Caves' write-in. That's how good of a podcast we are. And now we also have to talk about all this news from Gamma. It's crazy. It's a crazy week. Yeah, it's awesome. There's just so much to say about everything that happened. And I'm crazy in my mind right now about how I want it to work. It's insane. So yeah, we've been going for an hour and 4 minutes. We haven't crafted or worked on cosplay for like 30 minutes, which is awesome. I'm A-okay with that. I love it when we're just talking about stuff. So yeah, I'm not tired. I'm not going to go to sleep. It's not going to happen. So I can continue to stay up in cosplay, or I can go play like some Team Fortress 2, which is what I'm going to do. So if anybody has Steam and a computer that runs Steam, add me on Steam. It's Nova Shotgunner. Nova, like that guy with the bucket helmet. Shotgun like a gun. an ER, shotgunner. So Nova Shotgunner. It's got 2 N's because whatever. So I'm gonna go play some Team Fortress 2. You guys keep it real. We're clocking out. Clocking out. Before anybody asks, main on TF2 is Engineer. Yes, he's got the Texas 10-gallon. It's actually painted black. That's just it. Like, I like wearing white hats more, but I think the black hat works better on the Engineer. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's my life. That is my Saturday. So thank you guys for tuning in. We glued a helmet together. We duct taped together. We got it to feel sort of how we wanted it to. We tried it on a few times. It looks great. It looks awesome. It's gonna work. It's gonna work because I need it to work. What's Captain America say? It's gonna work because I don't know what we're gonna do if it doesn't. That's it. Like that's why this costume needs to work. So yeah. Scrolling down here. Yeah. So everybody have a good one. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day. If you're celebrating it today, like an alcoholic, good for you. You're drinking smart, so you don't have to be bad, hungover at work. So awesome. If you celebrate it tomorrow, like a normal person who's just like, yay, St. Patrick's Day, cool, then also good. If you like ran a marathon or whatever, good for you. Everybody, have a good night. Be safe. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully, we're going to do this every Saturday. So, bye, guys.